Alright, this is Wednesday, November 2013 at 3:13 p.m. We're just doing some filming with John Gill. This is his blog, johngill2013.com. And there's his latest blog. So John, can you tell me what's the latest news? It's been a while since we spoke on camera before, so tell us what's the latest news with your work today, considering that I think your websites that you had before, crookedlawyers.com and ratemysolicitor.com, are not are apparently down.
They are, yes. The reason we're here today actually is because Fatima Gunning, daughter of Eileen Gunning, who is in Mountjoy prison. Eileen is in Mountjoy prison on false and fraudulent documentation, and at this stage we can say that 5 Supreme Court judges are involved. We had the case appealed to the Supreme Court of Ireland, and the registrar there, Mary O'Donoghue, falsified documents. The judges decided that they didn't want to hear the case, and with the result that Brian Sherry, who is with his team, Barrister Damien Sheridan and Jessica Hickey, decided that they would bring the case back to the Circuit Court in Bray. So the judge refused to hear the truth in Bray, refused to read our documentation, and we had documented evidence. We gave him 60 pages of documented evidence where Brian Sherry falsified, forged 2 Inland Revenue documents, falsified and forged 8 site maps of Eileen Gunning's property at Chrysanthemum Cottage, Blackland, Greystones, County Wicklow. She's now in Limerick prison, and on contempt, she refused to leave her property. She refused to let solicitors, like she said herself, she has refused to allow solicitors steal her home. There's no mortgage on the house. The Gunnings have lived in the house for 40 years. And because it's a valuable property, as is typical around Ireland today, a bunch of legal people, solicitors and barristers, supported by judges, have decided that they would falsify the will and probate and do her out of her legal and lawful inheritance. It's as simple as that. We have the documented evidence. We'll have a book out shortly. We have notified and given the documented evidence to the Minister for Justice, who guaranteed us that, irrespective of profession, that those people will be dealt with by the Gardaí, meaning the Bureau of Criminal Investigation. So we wait the Minister to deal with this subject.
Now we have Eileen Gunning's daughter Fatima here. Can you tell us about the valuable property, your house in Greystones that is at the centre of this, and your mother, of course, is, as we speak, in Mountjoy prison, apparently. Is that true?
Yeah, my mother, she's 60 years of age, she's a nurse. She's been falsely imprisoned to allow Solicitor Brian Sherry of Palmerstown, Dublin, to steal my property, my home, our family home, where our family has lived since the 1800s. It was left to us, like generation down to generation, always been in our family, and they've basically decided that because it's worth a lot of money, being, you know, a prime piece of potential real estate development in Greystones, that they want it, because we're just nobody and they are solicitors. So they've decided that, like, what's ours is theirs, and they've just harassed us, tormented us for 17 years, more than 17 years. 3 years ago they had us evicted from our home. Like, they were evicted from our home where I was born, my mother was born, and my grandparents, that was their wedding home. That's where they lived since they got married. So for some solicitor to come down from Palmerstown and say that it's now his, and six days after my grandmother died, he went to the land registry in Dublin and tried to have it registered in his name, his own name, Brian Cherry. So it's just blatant. He's just blatantly trying to steal my property, my home, basically.